Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good to have you here this evening. Hope you're having a great day or you had a great day. Oh, yeah, so good to have you here, everyone. Just keep your introduction coming on the chat, and let's get started. Right? Just keep your introduction coming on the chat. Just tell us what you do and where you are joining us from, right? What you do and where you are joining us from. Okay, can you all hear me? Good to have you here, everyone. I can see you on the chat, Tijani, Indifrek, Kamal. Good evening, everyone. Good to have you all. Okay. All right, so it's going to be a very short one. Of course, we try to make it as short as possible, knowing that, as business owners, you're probably just getting home, or some of you are still at your workplace, and there's a whole lot of stress and a whole lot of things that you have to put together to be able to be here, or you are on your way home, right? So try to um, give you the tips and the tricks that you need to succeed as quick as possible so that you go back, implement them, and be able to fail if you need to fail faster, and then tweak them as the case may be. Okay, so of course, we're discussing the last class on how understanding your market and customers, right? The first class was about the entrepreneurial life cycle, move to the different stages of an entrepreneur. We move to understanding your market and customer, because now that you've known, of course, what it means to scale. Okay, the first session was about scaling your business and what it means really to scale your business. And some of you, I believe, know that you don't have a business that is scalable. If you fall within that bracket where you know that your business is not scalable, kindly begin to tweak your idea and change your idea. It's very, very important, right? Tweak your ideas and change your ideas. As you will see very soon, it's not about you. It's not about you, right? It's not about you. I know you've been taught all your life that you should do you, be you. In business, you don't do you, be you. You do the needs of others and put yourself in the shoes of others and create the product that they need to succeed. And that's the only way you will succeed. By the way, you were not created for yourself. You are not created to make yourself happy. You were created for God and for men. The reason lot of people are frustrated with life and frustrated with everything that they do, and they don't feel fulfilled, is because you are doing you, you are being you. You that are doing you, do you like the you that you are? If that makes sense. Do you really like the you that you are? That you are doing you, being you? Or it's about just be happy, just make yourself happy? No. In business, you are not called to make yourself happy. You are not called to do you and be you. You are not called for yourself. You know, life in its core, you were created for God and for others. It's in fulfilling those two purposes of creation that you find joy. And therefore, if you are in that place where you want to focus on being you, doing you, you will be frustrated, and that's where depression begins to come in. And it has become a norm where all of us have accepted it because it has been overflogged. You know that those those things that are lies, but a lot of people have really overflogged it and then we have come to accept it as truth. Now, if you are taking away anything from this class today, understand that you are not created for yourself. You were created primarily for God and for others. And that's how you need to think as a business owner. You were not created to make yourself happy. In fact, you were not even called to be happy. You were called to have joy. Joy. Happiness is determined by external factors. Joy is generated from within, out of your belly, like from within. You draw it from yourself. And what that means is you are joyful despite the circumstances around you. You are joyful irrespective of what you are going through. You are joyful. So that's where you smile, even though there are challenges. You smile, and you not just smile, it's not just outward smile to just tick a box, right? You know that there's a peace, right, that is coming out of whatever it is that you are doing, even though there is nothing to show for it. Because you can clearly see that people are happy, people's problems are being solved, right? People are feeling relieved because you exist and because your business exists. Therefore, you've got to take yourself out of the equation. Take yourself out. If you don't get to a point where you are willing to build products that don't necessarily make you happy, but because others' problems are being solved, you want to get it done, you are not really ready to be a business owner. You probably are doing something else, right? So you are not called for happiness. You are called to be joyful in the context of what we're talking about here. You are not created for yourself. You are created for God and for others. You are not created to do you, be you. Oh, what do you want to do? I just want to be happy. No, you're not going to be happy. There are times you're going to cry. There are times you are going to shed tears and you keep going because you are called to solve a problem. Yes, right? Great. So, in understanding your market and customers, you've got to understand that if you check the topic, I didn't say understand yourself and understand your customers. Yep. No. Understand the customer. That is the focus. Your customer is the focus, not you. Listen to that. Your customer is the focus, not you. Do not look at, I know you've been taught to pursue your passion. Oh, look at your passion. Oh, what are you passionate about? Nope. Passion that does not solve people's problem is not going to be sustainable. Yes. Passion that does not solve people's problem is not sustainable. So rather, I would say, first, identify a problem that you want to solve. Haven't been able to identify a problem, look for the problem that you love, not that you are passionate about, because there are two different things. Look for the problem that you love to solve, not the problem that you are passionate about to solve. So before I used to teach problem, passion, profit, but now it's problem, love, profit. Let me tell you why I use the word love, because love covers all things. Love smiles even in suffering. Love endures. Love forgives. So what I'm trying to say in the context of business is, even when you are suffering and things are challenging, in fact, it's called long suffering, and you are pushing on and you seem not to even know what to do next. You don't figure, people ask you question and you can't give them answer, and they think you are confused because you don't have the answer. You just know that you should keep showing up, and you keep going and keep going because you love this thing. The answer will come, and you keep seeking for answers and all of that. In the midst of the suffering, in the midst of the pushing, you are able to keep doing it because love covers all things. Love will cover your suffering. Love will cover your resilience. Love will cover every single thing that you need to put out there to be able to solve issues. So when you identify a problem, look for the problem that you love. And guess what? Some of the problems may be things that you hate. Yes, some of you are actually called to solve the problem that you hate. And because it's what you are called to solve, you will have to do it. That's why it's called love. I mean, for the married people here, they will tell you love comes with a lot of challenges. But that's why they say love covers all things, everything. When the foundation of what you do is love, I assure you, it will last. It will last. So love your business, not passion. Passion can be a feeling. Feeling comes and go. Love is deeper than a feeling. It is rooted from the foundation of the earth. Yes. So you've got to then profit. Now that you've identified a problem that you want to solve, you have identified the one that you want to apply the love in your heart to solve and spend the rest of life solving. How can you make profit from it? Because you have to make profit. If you are not making profit, you are not in business. You are into something else. Yes. Now, I'm going to show you how different stages of the journey of your customers or your market has different profit. So you've identified a problem, you have applied your love into it, not passion. A lot of people that are doing things today, they don't have passion. Dangote does not have passion for salt, but people need salt and cement. Therefore, you need to provide it for them. Literally, there's nothing like passion for 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 petroleum. What does that even mean? But it's a problem. It's a need. Therefore, let's get it. Let's get into it. So the point is how to be able to generate love. Because some of you are giving up because there's no the love factor is actually not in what you do. And love in this context is not what this generation have called it to be. It's not how you feel. Say I love, I'm feeling. No, it's not feeling. Is the love that is unconditional to be able to withstand the storm in the journey of your business. Right? So that's what it is. The next litmus test is it profitable? Profitability is key to business. You've got to make profit, and you can't have a business that all you are doing is for survival. Even if at this stage you want to survive first to get to that point where you are able to scale, but the focus should be long-term survival, long-term, right? Long-term scaling, building wealth. So the question you want to ask yourself is, do I have enough people that sees this problem as a pain point, that are willing to pay me and able to pay me? Enough people. What is the market share that I'm looking for? What is the total market, obtainable market in this whole sector? What is the total obtainable market? If the total obtainable market is not large, change the problem you are solving. Because there's what we call efficiency. I mean, here, the, the number of people that have joined this call right now across all platforms, from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram to LinkedIn, I think these are the 4 channels that we're streaming right now, is over 419 people across all platforms. 419 people. I can as well speak to only 10 people the same time here. The time that I will use to speak to 10,000 people is the same time that I will use to speak to 10 people. It's the same time I will use to speak to 417 now people, right? But my ability to maximize the impact is what I'm calling here as efficiency. How efficient are you? So you now say, oh, at least I'm solving 2-3 people's problem. If you are solving 2-3 people's problem now and it has the potential to increase, it means there's a good obtainable market that you can scale it into. But if you know that there's a cap to it and it is small, change it, change your vision. Like, change it quickly, because your vision is not what you do, is why you are doing it. I'll talk about this one day. Your vision is not what you do, is why you are doing what you are doing. That's what your vision is, right? Yes. So change it. Your vision is not what you are doing, it's why you are doing what you are doing. So you've got to be able to get to a point where you have a good number of people that are willing to pay. So that brings us to the sales funnel. Now, some of you have seen this, some have never, but there's what we call the sales funnel for your customers. Your customers will not buy from day one. They will not buy from beginning. Some will buy, but some will not buy from beginning. The first thing they will do is that they need to know they need to know that you exist. They need to really know that you exist. So the question is, do people know that you exist? Do they know? A lot of people do. A lot of people know that you exist. That's the first phase or the stage of your business. Awareness. I know the first thing you want to do is to just sell. The first stage is awareness. Create awareness. Let people know that you exist. People will never buy if they don't know you exist. They will never buy. They will not. And you can't really, your business can never be sustainable when you don't create enough awareness. Most of us have limited ourselves to only our DMs, the people around us, and all of that. Create awareness. That's where prospecting comes in. Create a large pool of people that know what you do. So large. If possible, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. The more the people know that you exist, that this is what you do, the more the possibility that they will ever buy from you. The reason you are not making sales is because, first, they don't know you exist. Therefore, how will you ever think that they will ever patronize you? From where? How? How is it going to ever happen? They don't know that you exist. So, I mean, the first step is that they've got to know that you are alive. Will you ever be friends with anyone that you don't even know their name? You don't know where they are coming from. You don't know anything about them. How? The first thing is awareness. You prospect them. You create awareness. You talk about what you do. You wear the t-shirt about your business and your product. Don't be ashamed of it. You have to be unashamed. Or t-shirt about it, go to events, speak about it, and sponsor event if you can. Your social media, that's what you do. You can't be ashamed of the things that you are doing legitimately. Why? Even the bad guys are posting nonsense on social media about what they do, and you are ashamed of it. They ask you, they say, "Oh, I'm just reserved. I don't like to show myself." What are you? What exactly are you saying? What you're saying does not make sense. What you are saying makes sense to you. You don't want to say anything. You just want to be reserved and all of that. How can you be reserved on what you want people to know and you want people to buy? How? Why? That can't happen. If you despise the shame, you will attain the fame in building your brand. Where people get to know you. I will say that again. If you despise, make product, do some giveaway, give some people for free. All you need to do for people to know that you exist, ensure you do that. Yes, I think there's a company here that open from beginning, and they make bread. They made tiny breads, at least sizable enough to just have to munch like twice, and they were sharing it around. Some of you like, I don't have money to, my friend, you need to create a brand, and you have to really do that. People need to know that exist. The second thing is they will probably now begin to, move to the discovery phase, right? Where they are beginning to consider you. They begin to think, oh, okay, who are these people? Now I know them. Who are they? They now begin to evaluate. In making evaluation, they will compare you with others. They'll compare with others and say, oh, okay, these people offer this. Let me search online to see other product that I can get that are probably in line with this. Who makes the best? That's where your offer comes in. What are you offering? You have a training organization. There are a lot of training organizations across the world. Why must it be you? Why should I choose you? Offer. We're going to talk about offer specifically because some of you are not selling because of your offers. You don't know how to create offers. You just think people should buy because you are selling. No, you have to make what we call irresistible offer. Your offer has to be so irresistible that people cannot close their eyes and walk past it. Yes, irresistible offer is what you need to create. Your offer, in fact, ask yourself, this thing I'm offering others, will I buy if I was offered this same thing and I'm in their shoes? Ask yourself. Yeah, amazing moments I post every day. Amazing. You've got to be posting every day. You can't wake up and you're not posting. You are shy. What are you shy of? You have one life to live. You are going to die anyway. Nobody's going to come out of this life alive. So, what exactly is your problem? Just try to live the best out of it positively. Of course, you are not posting nonsense. You are posting your legitimate business and you are shy of it. Why? Why are you shy of it? What's the problem? I know you've been told, humble yourself like a baby and the Lord will lift you up. Count yourself like nothing and be like a little child. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to let your light so shine before men. You need to let it shine. And they cannot never let it, they can never see it shine until you let it. You've got to let it. People need to see your work and glorify God. They need to see your good work. They have to see it. They've got to see it. Because you are a city that is on a hill that cannot be hidden. So why are you hidden? You are a city that is on a hill that cannot be hidden. Why are you hidden? Why are you hiding what it is that is not supposed to be hidden? Because you have been told and taught to be humble like a baby, and God will lift you up. Count yourself like nothing. That's not the context. Don't apply it wrongly. This context is the context of you to let your light, the light that is coming out of your product or your services, you need to let it shine. You don't light a candle and put it on under a table. That's what some of you are doing. You have amazing product. You have amazing services. You have amazing things that you do. Get what you do? You usually do. You light it, you put it under the table. And then guess what? You now go and pray for it to work. How? From where? Let your light so shine before people so that they will see your good works. That is the awareness phase. People need to see your good work. People need to see it. Post every day. You can't say, this is how I am. I was created like this. I am an introvert. A lot of terminologies to just explain that whole disability that you are putting out there. And then you say, oh, I'm shy. You begin to probably read Tim Lai's book. You now begin to talk about your temperament. See, you can unlearn and relearn. That temperament, right? You can kill it through training, reading, and practice. You will kill that. You will kill that temperament that you are having that is not making you to succeed. Do you like that temperament? You're always saying that that's who you are. Do you like do you like how do you like the result that is coming out of who you are? So, let's talk about it. Do you like the result of what is coming out of who you are that you are talking about? This is who I am. This is how I do this. I just gonna do me, be me. You can't do you, be you. Who are you that you're doing you, be you? You need to sell your product. People need to know that your product exists. So don't do you, be you. Do problem, solve problem. That's the point. So unlearn that thing that we say that's why I am created. Nobody unlearn it and start posting. Turn on your camera and create content. I mean, trust me, I used to be like that. I overthink things, and you got to be. There was a time I traveled out of the shores of this country to speak. I went there to 2 different countries. I came back, no picture, no video. I say, oh no, there's no need for it. My work will speak for myself, and all of that. It's all nonsense, it's all bullshit. You've got to be efficient to be able to let people know that you exist. If you don't create awareness, nothing will come out of it. Nothing. It's all nonsense. So all of these things that you're doing, that you're saying you're shy, how long are you going to be shy? Listen, the people that are thinking you are scared, they will judge you. They will judge you anyway. Whatever it is that you do, they will judge you. They are saying that you're wasting your life. They already say that you're wasting your life. Your mate already gotten jobs with international organizations, and they are paying them in multi-million, billions and all of that. They are comparing with a lot of things, and they're saying they're wasting your life doing business, chasing one thing. They're already talking about it. So what exactly are you hiding about? Turn on your camera and start talking. Create awareness. Speak up. Speak up, talk about your product, create content about your product. I'm not talking about this content creation that has no direction, that has no purpose, no problem that is being solved, no love centered in it. People just wake up, do whatever they need to do just to get views and likes and comments. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about content that solves problem in line with your brand that you're building. That's what I'm talking about. So how long will you be shy? And how is your shyness helping you? How far? You've been shy all the while. How long will you be shy? How long? Create content. Oh, I'm not good at it. We're all not good at it. You need to give yourself room to fail. There's nothing wrong with failure that is progressive. Okay, you fail, so what? Learn, seek knowledge, do it better, and keep going. You need to give yourself permission to fail and fail faster. Pick it up. I assure you, in 2-3 years' time, when you look back to what you are creating, you will be so surprised on how much you have grown and how much opportunities you've been able to attract. So you've got to create awareness about your product. Speak about it. Let people even give you feedback and see how it's going. If it's not going well, you have the time to change it quickly or adjust it. Adaptability is something we need to really learn as business owners. You keep adapting and keep adapting and keep tweaking it till it really solves people's problem. So turn on your camera and talk about your business. Recently, I told the Afriscale community they should turn on their camera to talk about their business. If you see, a lot of people had issues, they could not talk about their business, they were shy, some were like, why? Is it that you are into, what are you into? Are you into robbery? Are you into killing people? Like, what? Is there anything that you're doing that is wrong? Are you not solving people's problem? Okay, so you fail. So what? Who has not failed? Let the first person that have never failed in any business or anything be the first person to cast the stone. Nobody will cast that stone, because at the end of the day, we've tried a lot of things that has not worked out. But guess what? One that will work out is enough to pay you for all the pains that you've gone through. Trust me. So you've got to build thick skin where you get to a point where you are willing to take feedback, which is very important. 2, you build a thick skin where you don't really care about those that have decided to be umpires or referees or fans in the affairs of your life, except those that really you think can have access to your life to give you feedback. Of course, you should have people you submit to that be able to call you back when you are going haywire, right? So, some of you say it's hard to unlearn. Yes, behavioral change is hard, but you need to do it because you need to do it for yourself to succeed. Nothing that you've learned that you not want to hold on to it is a tradition, right? But don't make your tradition to destroy your life if the tradition is not good, right? You have made a lot of teachings you have received of no effect because of your traditions. You receive a lot of teachings about this, but because of your traditions that you have decided to hold so tight, you have refused to unlearn and go the path of success because you have a tradition, in quote, that have never given you any result. Create awareness. Evaluation. When the stage of evaluation comes where you need to create an offer, you've got to put an offer on the table. The offer should be so good that people cannot walk away from it. It should be so good. Chinelo say, camera is not my friend. Chinelo, let camera begin to be your friend from today. Guess what? If you keep turning on that camera and you're speaking to that camera, your camera will know you and you will know your camera. And you guys will be as best of friends. Have you met people that you don't like, they don't like you, but over a period of time, being in the same space and all of that, you come to understand each other, and then oh, I never knew you were like this. I never knew you were this amazing. Yes, from beginning you don't like each other. Later on, you begin to love each other because now you know that this person is good, is beneficial to you, is kind. Your camera is kind. You're also kind. So, Chinelo, turn it on and begin to create content, right? Act based on your business. Speak to your business. You are doing A, but your content, you just wake up in the morning and you will not still say anything. You're just looking at the camera and just be looking at your pimple. What are you doing? Exactly. What are you doing? You're a business owner. Create content that really inform, educate, and entertain people in line with what you do. Right? Yes. So create irresistible offer. Any offer that you create that is not irresistible, just know that people will not buy as such. So let your offer be so irresistible. And then they will now show intent. They will reach out. What that means is that when you get to a point where they need to engage with you, you need to be reachable. So you need to put system and structures in place, either WhatsApp, either social media. You need to be available. People need to respond to them. If the website, a lot of you are running big businesses, you're not having a website, you've got to have a website. It should be part of a to-do list this year. You've got to have a website, right? Have a website. Maybe you have an AI bot, chat bot that responds to people and all of that. You need to be able to respond to people when they make inquiries or when they chat you up, or and to show their intent. So there are a lot of AI tools we look at in the course of this program, where you learn how to automate, optimize, and amplify your brand. I wrote a book about it even, right? And you will see some of the AI tools that can help you quickly respond to people. You connect them to your WhatsApp so that you don't get frustrated responding to 100, 200 people over and over and over and over again, right? Technology are really, 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 really helping a lot of those things. Before the next stage is to purchase. They will now buy. Now that you've been able to convert them, you've been able to collect their money, and in exchange for your goods or services, it is not enough. You've got to be able to make them your loyal customers. And that's where most of us fail. You've got to be able to build loyalty. SDG Frank, can we get the book? Yeah, you can get the book. I'll speak about it. I usually don't want, I will talk about it. I'll drop the link sometimes when we get there, where we'll be teaching that, right? You've got to let people, become loyal to your brand when you are done converting them. You should not have the spirit of use and dump, because they now buy and they've given you the money. You just dump them and just say they should go to hell with them. Whatever happens. No. Deliver the product. Understand how they feel. Get feedback from them. Remember their birthday. The stage of this business is not just to sell. It's not just to sell. From beginning, you are selling. No. There's a phase where you need to create awareness. There's a phase where people need to show their interest. There's a phase where people need to engage with you. There's a phase where people need to buy or evaluate you. There's a place where people need to be loyal. Now, sometimes there's it takes a lot of time from, will I say, from the point of making inquiries, to a point of, will I say, purchase. It takes a lot of time. And guess where some of you fail? You will now begin to say things like, I don't like customers that make inquiries and stress me. Buying customers don't need to stress you. And all of those things that sounds good and woke. No, it's very wrong. You are not professional. There are people that have been making inquiries about our products. There's a customer I had that wanted to build a software and approached us 4 years ago about building a software. Kept asking questions. In fact, I wrote a concept note wrote a product description about the idea, put together a proposal, blah, 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 blah. He will call me, we'll have a meeting, we spoke about what stack we're going to use, a whole lot of things, back and forth, back and forth. Guess what? It was last year we built that software. I mean, imagine I just say, hey, Oga, I beg. What, waiting now, waiting. Like, why will you keep disturbing me? Every day you call me, you ask me question, you call me for, I beg. If you know good, I beg, I'm not interested. No, that's where love comes in. You have to love people, really. You have to love people. You have to be nice. There are people that are professional and skillful, but they are not nice. They are not nice. You just hear you wasting my time. Of course, there's an aspect where you don't want people to waste your time and all of that. But the point again is you've got to be able to love people, where you are able to understand that you'll be patient with them. Some will ask questions, you answer them. Your customer service is there to answer them. They will ask questions, you answer them. They will call again, they will make inquiries, you answer them. You just have to keep nurturing them. You nurture them to a point where guess what? Most people in that category, when they buy, they always come back again. Yes, they do come back over and over and over again. They do come back. So you've got to be able to prospect people very, very well and be patient. And profit in every phase of this business is different. In stage one, your profit, I know you'll be like, oh, I'm not making profit. No, your stage one profit is that people are now knowing that you exist. That in itself is profit. Yes, that in itself is profit, because at the end of the day, that's every phase of your life have different profits. It's just that we have been told that profit means making money now. When you were in secondary school, there's nothing you want to achieve more than to pass WAEC and JAM or your final exams. That's profit to you. Profit is not Naira and Kobo then. When you got to higher institution, you never want to see carryover in your result. You want to graduate well. That is profit to you. When you got to NYSC, your profit was to graduate, to leave NYSC and pass out well and get your certification. That is profit to you. The next thing is that you want to get a job. That is profit to you. You want to start a business. That's profit to you. So let's understand to pick our profit at every stage of our lives and not jump the gun. There's profit in every stage of your life. The reason some people are depressed is because they do not understand that there's profit at every stage of their lives. There's profit. Every stage of your life, whatever it is you are going through, has profit. Pick the profit at that stage or at that phase of your life and make use of it. You will not be depressed in such kind of things when it comes to business. So the first stage is your profit is that people need to know that you exist. They've got to know that you exist. That is your profit. They are not buying, but they know that you exist. Oh, they call your brand, they are aware of it. They know about your brand. They know about what you do. They can talk about it. They've heard about it. That is profit. Do not follow what every young person is doing. I think that profit means Naira and Kobo. That is profit. I know your ability to respond to people and they are happy again, they clarify, answer all their questions. That is profit. When they buy, that is profit. I know your profit you are waiting for is for them to buy. That is it. When they are loyal and they come back, that is also profit. So we need to begin to look at profit beyond this phase of Naira and Kobo. Every phase of your life, whatever it is that you do, ask yourself, what is my profit here? What is the need for me here? What can I get now that will take me closer to the overall goal? It will help you to be able to build patience and be consistent in what it is that you do. So be very intentional about building a customer journey. right? Being very intentional about your funnel and how you are able to build this journey. So create awareness, let everybody around you know that some of you are into business, you're even shy to talk about it. People around you don't know. You feel that they will think that, oh, you are doing this petty thing. It will grow. Do not despise the days of little beginning. It will grow. Nobody build a house from the top. They dig downward before they come upward. It's a process. So why are you shy of digging downward when you know that your intention is to come upward? You've got to dig the foundation. And in the foundation, it may look messy. And therefore, what do? You abandon it? No, you clean up the mess, build up the structure, clean up the building, furnish it, and you've got something to present back to yourself, to your society, to your family, and all of that. So you've got to be able to build awareness. So our to-do list from this class today is turn on your social media and create content. First, before I go ahead, if you are on this call, I would really love you to do me a favor. Just go to the channel in which you are joining this call. Just click follow, right? I mean, follow. Some of us are, you know, are gaining, getting value from this, but you are not following, you are not follow, right? Follow the channel so and turn on the notification whenever we go live. I assure you I will never go live and be doing nonsense, right? And so it will really mean a lot to me if you just follow the page. If you're on Facebook, just click and follow the page. If you're on Instagram, I would love you to follow. If you are on YouTube, kindly follow, right? LinkedIn, I would really love you to please follow. And if you are done following it, just type the word followed on the chat, right? If you are done following, just type the word followed, right? I would really, really appreciate it, right? Or follow, whatever it is, right? I would really, really appreciate it. So just follow. And the next thing I would really love you to do is to just share the live. I would really love you to share the live, right? Please. I would really appreciate it. Just share the live on your page, on your WhatsApp. Let's build a community where we're able to help each other to build that thing we need to build. The promise I will always give you is that I will give you the tools, the skills, the platform, and draw in resources that you will need to be able to help you succeed in your business. That's a promise that I will give to you. All I'm just requesting from you is to help us to build a community that are of like mind, that are willing to learn, to grow, to scale. I think that's the word. To scale their businesses, and they are willing to build it the right way to last, not hit and run kind of businesses. Building to last is one of the major things that will really, really, really are focused at, right? Not hit and run kind of thing. So please, thank you so much if you've done that. I really, 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 really appreciate. So one thing that I would love us all here to do is I would really love us to create content for our businesses before our class on Saturday. Turn on your camera, tag me. I assure you I will accept the tag. I promise you, tag me. I will accept the tag, and I will, without doubt or unashamedly, share your posts. I will do that. Except, of course, what you are doing, if it's illegal, I will not do it. In fact, I will block the page, right? But if you are really solving a problem, I will share your posts. I will accept your tag. I will leave it for a while, at least on my feed, right? And then I will also pick some of you and feature you on a live, right? Hear what you do, give you the platform and visibility. And also fund your scaling, process. Yes. Help you to scale with my funds, literally, right? So do not be ashamed. Turn on your camera. Don't read. Don't begin to say you're writing something else to read, or don't sweat. Talk about it. If you can speak English, if that's what you can speak English. If you can speak Hausa, speak Hausa. If you can speak Yoruba, speak Yoruba. If that's where your market is. If you can speak Igbo, do that. If you can speak Igede, do that. If it's pidgin, do it. But do not be ashamed of your business. So before Saturday, tag me, create awareness. That will help me to move on to the next phase, where I'll teach you how to close your sales and ensure that people buy and all of that. So again, as always, is 1 hour of learning that will be focused on, and therefore I will want to stop here and call it a day. I will love you to drop your key takeaway. Abba said, can it be written content? Abba, it can be, but I assure you videos are mostly better, right? But you can start from there, right? You can start, right? So take it off from there. Oh, Joe Ogbu, Nole. Okay, so yeah, so why not write if possible, and but get to a point where you can create video content. It can also be AI tools that you can use, but just create this content, right? Just drop what your key takeaways are from today's session, and we call it a day. It's 1 hour always. And of course, when we are done with this session of funnel, I'll take questions from you, and we'll be able to respond to your specific questions, okay? But first, understand that every phase of a business has its profitability. It's not only the money that you make that is profitability. That's the where you are heading to, but where you are right now, if you look carefully, there's profit in what you are doing, depending on what you can see, right? Great. Love what you do, not just passion. Passion is not enough, right? Yes, passion, passion, passion all the time. No, right? You are not created for yourself. You are created for God and for others. Change that mindset. Don't do you, don't be you. Do you like the you that you are seeing? Nope. So come on. Focus on solving other people's needs. I assure you, you find the fulfillment that you're looking for, right? Don't be shy of anything. Put yourself out there. The worst you can do is that people will laugh at you, and so what? Tell them to come back in 1 year, 2 years' time and see if they will ever laugh at you. Probably you'll be the one to laugh at them. So give yourself permission to fail, and fail faster, and be able to fix the things you need to fix. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Keep your feedback coming. I really love to see them. I really love to get those feedback as always. And of course, tag me on your post before Saturday class. I will accept them, and yes, I assure you I will really, really accept them. Okay, so please, I would really appreciate if you follow the page or subscribe to the page that you are on right now, and you are also able to share what it is that we are doing right now. Okay, so please follow and share. It will mean a whole lot to me. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. You've been an amazing class. You know, over 500 of you joined this call across all channels, and it's been a great honor having a community like this that are willing to sell. I assure you, if you remain consistent learning and implementing what we are doing, in 6 months' time, if you don't see result in whatever business you are doing, unsubscribe from what we're from this whole channel and the page, you will see result in your business. It's not enough to learn. You need to put to practice what it is that you're learning. Wisdom is knowing what to do and doing it. Yes. You've got to know what to do. You've got to take the action to do it. Some of us are procrastinating. You are waiting to finish the class. You are writing note. You are writing. You have jotter. It's not enough to have jotter and writing the point. Jump and dive in and practice what it is that you are doing, so that when you come back here, you're able to ask questions and we can give you guidance. If you are learning consistently here and you are practicing whatever it is you are being taught, I assure you in 3 months, you will see results. When I mean results, I mean very visible results, right? So take action, take action, take action. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate your presence. Good to have you here. Do have a wonderful, wonderful night rest. Cheers. See you on Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Cheers, everyone.